Hello everyone. Welcome back to Twilight Tales, where the darkness never sleeps, and neither will you. At least, not easily. If chilling stories that twist your soul are your kind of thing, then make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Because the deeper we go, the darker it gets. And tonight I dare you to look in the mirror. No, really, look closely. Someone might just be staring back. This is the woman trapped inside the mirror. The mirror was the only thing Amanda wanted to keep from her grandmother's estate. After the funeral, when everyone else was splitting up jewelry, furniture, and albums full of yellowing photographs, Amanda had walked silently into the old house's bedroom and stood before the tall Victorian mirror. It was ornate, claw-footed at the base, with a frame of curling dark wood like skeletal ivy twisting around glass that somehow never reflected light quite right. There was a slight tint to it, a barely there sepia sheen that made the reflection seem like something from a time that no longer existed. Her grandmother used to tell her never to look in it for too long. "It remembers," she had once whispered to her during a stormy night, her pale fingers cold against Amanda's cheek. "If you stare long enough, it stares back." Amanda had laughed at the time. She was 9. Ghost stories were fun when you were 9. She was 28 now, and when the mirror was delivered to her apartment 3 days later, something in the air felt just a little off. It started subtle. At night, when she walked past it, she swore she saw something move. Not her own reflection, but something slightly behind her. A second figure, a flash of long dark hair, eyes like hollow pits. But when she turned, there was nothing. Once or twice she even stopped and stared, trying to catch it again. She'd lean in, examining her reflection. Just her brown hair, her tired eyes, the faint shadow of the hallway behind her. Nothing else. But she couldn't shake the feeling that she was being watched. Not just looked at, watched. There's a difference. Then came the whispers. Late at night, lying in bed, Amanda would hear murmurs, faint, like a distant conversation just outside her bedroom door. Words she couldn't make out, but always, after a while, a woman's voice would rise above the rest, hoarse, trembling, breathless. "Let me out." She would jolt up, heart racing, sweat clinging to her spine. But the apartment was always silent. Still. After the third night, she unplugged the TV, shut off every device. Still the voice came. One night she finally yelled, "Who's there?" And the answer came back, clear as ice. "You know me." That night, Amanda didn't sleep, and she didn't turn the lights off either. The next day, she called her mother, asked her more about the mirror. Her mother hesitated. "That thing still around?" Amanda explained she'd taken it after the funeral. Silence stretched thin on the line. Then, "I never liked that mirror. Your grandmother wouldn't let anyone throw it out. Said it was bound. Whatever that meant. Did she ever say where it came from?" "A manor. Somewhere in England. Your great-grandfather bought it at auction. He was different after that." Amanda laughed nervously. "What do you mean?" "I mean, Amanda, he slit his own throat in front of it." The silence that followed was broken only by Amanda's stifled breath. Her mother sighed. "I don't want to talk about it, just cover it with a sheet. That's what your grandmother did for years. Amanda did more than that. She dragged the mirror out of her bedroom and into the hallway, faced it toward the wall, and draped a thick blanket over it. The apartment felt lighter after that, like a window had been opened. She slept. She laughed again. She started dating a guy named Jordan who worked at a bookstore down the block. For a few weeks, everything felt normal, until she came home one night to find the blanket on the floor. The mirror was uncovered, facing her. The hallway light flickered. She froze. Their eyed. Air was wrong again, thick, heavy. And the mirror. There was something inside it, something behind her. A woman. No. A thing shaped like a woman. Pale, with wet hair clinging to her face. Lips cracked, eyes rimmed in black. And she was smiling. Amanda spun around. Nothing. But, when she looked back, the smile was still there. The reflection hadn't moved. It was smiling on its own. Amanda screamed. She tried to lift the mirror, to turn it around, but it was like it had grown roots, anchored to the ground. No matter how hard she pushed, it wouldn't budge. She went to a hotel that night. She came back with Jordan the next morning. Of course, the mirror looked normal in the daylight. Her reflection blinked when she did, moved when she did. No woman, no grin, just her. Tired, frightened, foolish. Maybe you were dreaming, Jordan offered. Amanda didn't respond. He stayed the night, held her, kissed her forehead. She slept, for the first time in days. But when she woke up, he was gone. At first, she thought he left early. But his keys were still on the kitchen table. His coat was still on the chair. And then she noticed the mirror was uncovered again. Her breath caught. She walked slowly toward it, hard hammering. She stopped just short of touching the glass. Jordan was inside it. His reflection stared at her with wide, terrified eyes, mouth open in a silent scream, fists pounding against the inside of the mirror. He wasn't in the apartment, but he was there, behind the glass, trapped. Amanda fell to her knees. "Jordan?" He mouthed something. She leaned closer. "Help me." The pale woman appeared beside him. She smiled again. Her hand slid around his neck. Then she looked at Amanda and mouthed, "Your turn." Amanda screamed and smashed the mirror with a lamp. Glass shattered across the floor like sharp rain, and Jordan was gone. The police called it a disappearance. No signs of foul play, no forced entry. Amanda was questioned. They searched the building, reviewed the security footage. Nothing. No one saw Jordan leave, because he hadn't. He was still there. Only Amanda could see him now. Every night she would piece the mirror back together, glass shard by glass shard, and Jordan's face would flicker into view, fractured, distorted, but always there, always staring at her, always begging, "Let me out." She tried everything, burning sage, chanting Latin from an online exorcist, even a seance with some half-baked medium named Crystal Moon who ran a ghost-hunting podcast. Nothing worked. Until one night, Amanda tried something different. She talked to the woman. She stood before the cracked mirror and said, "What do you want?" The pale figure appeared again. She pressed her palm to the inside of the mirror. Amanda hesitated, then placed her hand to match it. The glass was freezing, but it pulsed. Like a heartbeat. The woman whispered, "A trade." Amanda frowned. "You want me instead of him?" The woman's head tilted. "One in, one out." Amanda pulled her hand back. "No," she said. "There has to be another way." The woman simply smiled and vanished. That night, Jordan was gone from the mirror. But Amanda knew that wasn't good news. She dreamed of him, running, screaming, lost in a maze of glass, surrounded by whispers. "Amanda, help! It's hungry. Don't let it feed." When she woke up, there was blood on her pillow, not hers. After that, the mirror started showing others, faces she didn't know, all screaming, all pounding, all lost. Some looked centuries old. Some were still in modern clothes. It wasn't just Jordan. This mirror had taken dozens, maybe hundreds. It was a prison, a gateway, and someone was feeding it. Amanda researched everything. Found one article buried in an old occult site. Talked about a mirror witch, a legend from Eastern Europe. A woman accused of black magic who trapped souls inside mirrors to escape death. The legend said she was burned alive. But not before she cursed the mirror they used to show her execution. The same mirror Amanda now owned. The article ended with a warning. "Do not make eye contact. Do not speak her name. Do not bargain. She always wins." Amanda was out of options, but she was also tired. Tired of being afraid. Tired of watching strangers scream from behind glass. Tired of feeling the cold breath on her neck every time she walked past a mirror. So she made a choice. One night, Amanda, dressed in white, lit every candle she could find, stood before the mirror with a shard from its broken edge in her hand, and said the name she had found in the old article, Valiska. The woman appeared instantly, her mouth twisted in delight. Amanda held the shard to her own throat. "One in, one out," she said. "Right? Take me. Let them go." The mirror pulsed. The woman reached forward. Amanda felt her fingers brush her skin, like ice melting into her veins. And then everything went dark. It's been 3 months. Amanda's apartment is empty now. Her name's on a missing persons report. No sign of her, no signs of Jordan, or Crystal Moon, or the 2 cops who came to do a welfare check and never radioed back. But the mirror is still there. Somewhere. Waiting. Sometimes, if you find the right antique shop or wander into an old estate sale, you might see it. Claw-footed. Sepia-tinted, and if you look long enough, you might see her, Amanda. Staring back. Mouth open, eyes wide, pounding on the inside of the glass. Screaming, "Don't look. Don't look. Don't." Too late. You made eye contact. Now it's your turn. Sweet dreams. And remember, like, subscribe, and share Twilight Tales if you dare to invite something wicked into your night. We'll be back next time with something even darker. But until then, don't trust your reflection, because she's still there. Watching, waiting, and hungry.